I don't know if you have a migraine or like maybe it's a sinus headache. It's like as soon as I started, I felt pressure all in my head. Maybe you have a I don't know if it's an ear infection or toothache and it's affecting your headache as well. I hope you feel better. All right, what's going on? Let's start with your time question. Go ahead and ask your question to yourself or out loud. Are you choking? Okay, when? October. I don't know, also in a few months. I don't know if you're pregnant, but it's given your daughter's birthday or a daughter's birthday, a baby shower, something could be happening in October. If you need something to happen quickly, Saturday could be important. Also, your birthday season could be important. I think you are a Scorpio. Something may take longer than what you're thinking. If it's something else and you're like, oh, okay, as long as it happened by Sagittarius season or whatever, it may take up until February season. Maybe even Gemini season of the next year. Okay? Because I feel like you had a couple of different questions. All right, when it comes to in a few months, what's going on in a few months? You're going to know something about this person. This person is authoritative. They're greedy. They're obsessive. You're going to know what's going on when it comes to their relationship and why sometimes it feels like their emotions are in and out. Like they come in like, oh, I have so much love for you, or oh, and then they're gone, and then they're completely like, oh yeah, well, you know, this is unstable, or I'm moving, I'm going away, or they have some type of lack of stability. And even though right now it feels like they may have some type of new beginning, or they decided or they made a choice when it comes to something, something's going to quickly shake up for them. It is. And they're going to feel like they're back at square one, and they have to be strategic on how to make something happen. I told you, something's going to shake up quickly. I need you to completely put your bubble up, and I feel like if you do this now, while they feel like they have everything that they need and they can just, you know, have their vision with whoever else, allow them to do so, okay? You continue to be practical, give yourself the love and hope, take yourself out on dates or whatever it is that you like to do, find hobbies or whatever just makes you feel good. You're going to get some type of offer, and at the point that this is happening, or you may just even meet somebody that's just a friend, right? Maybe you go out on a date or whatever the case may be, you're at the bar and somebody wants to have a drink with you, whatever. Then this person's going to go through some type of situation where they realize that something's been taken from them, something's a lie, the situation isn't what it is. This going to come to an immediate end, like the moment that they find out. You're going to be focused, and they're going to want you to juggle and be like, okay, well, I need your help, or I need your wisdom, or I need your strength, or whatever the case may be. Let them bypass you right now. Let them. Okay? In a few months, it's not going to matter. I promise you. Okay. When it comes to October, see, a celebratory moment. Again, this is given, I just keep thinking about a child, or maybe you're going to know that you're like, okay, yeah, this is the person that I want to be with, or yeah, this is the person that I'm going to move for. I don't know if you're not planning on moving now, but you're like, I'm not going to isolate myself and get out of my house. I'm stable. You may be like, oh, well, you got to do something for work. And this person's like, yeah, I'm the boss, I'm the CEO. Like, I have a house, I got this over there. And you're like, oh, I'm not really sure if I'm ready to just end what I got going on. I don't really want to lie to myself about what this is. And they're going to be like, no, I hope and wish that you could be the practical person in my life. And then you're going to move. I think you're going to move away with someone else. All right. Let's see. Who is this person you're going to move away with? What sign? Give me 2 for confirmation. This could be a Leo. This is kind of where you're just out there trying to have some type of experience where you're just like, you're not holding on to the past anymore. You're just kind of like, fuck it. I'm just going to, try new foods. I'm just going to do things. You're just out there just kind of doing whatever you want to do. Finding your own inner strength, finding your own passion. Making your own decisions, literally. And then somebody's gonna kind of come in and be like, oh, well, I have this passion too, or oh, I have this, you know, this, that, and the third. And they're getting over somebody who was moody and insecure as well. And you guys are going to go into a systematic relationship. And it's going to be super calm. You're not going to be in your head about it. And it's just like this person that just kind of blends into your circle. It's just like, oh, okay, well, sure. And it's like that person that kind of just comes into your life one day and they just never leave. It's like, oh, how did we just meet? And then like 3 years later, we're just still, okay, cool. He's just like, well, I guess this is it. So... all right, let's keep going. Let's get into your questions first, and then we'll go into your topics. Let's see, is there something that they're avoiding telling you? Is there something that's being avoided from telling you? Yes. Let's see. I don't know if I know their sign. They're not telling you something about it. Either they got to go to the court, they got to deal with someone who has to make a decision. They're in their head about it. Somebody's judging them, and they're in their head about like what's gonna bring them, what's gonna go in their favor, or bring them some type of happiness, or how they can get out of a situation. The number 8 could be important. 88, 86. 1986 or 89. Something keeps going dark on my screen. I don't know what that means. Maybe you work on a computer and you gotta keep like moving your mouse. Like that's annoying. Okay, so they have some type of perspective right now, right? So they're holding back because they're trying to figure out if whatever this perspective is, you know, is this going to lead to some type of entrapment of their finances or their security long term? They're trying to still act like they're happy, like, oh, everything's communicating fine, but internally they're not. They could be up in the middle of the night, especially from like 3 to 5 in the morning. They feel disorganized. But if they're going in front of a judge, it seems like this judge is kind of hesitating when it comes to this person. Or if this is not a judge, it could just be somebody that has a decision making. Like this could be somebody's boss and they have a female boss, or somebody that has some type of authority over them somehow, some way. They feel like it was a bad choice to work with them and or to be involved with them. If this is not somebody of authority, this could be a Virgo or a Libra that they're heavy on the Virgo. This could be a Virgo or a Libra that they were dealing with. And they're like, damn, I could have just been doing something by myself. Or I don't know if this is a course. I don't know if this person can afford something. And they're in their head about their finances. They're like, oh, okay, well, if you can just give me the opportunity to be stable, that's their wish. They want some type of stability. And so they're like, okay, well, let me change. They feel like you're going through some type of transformation anyway. And so they feel like at some point in time, you're going to tune in with yourself and you're going to realize that this was toxic and you're going to move on. Or you're going to realize what they've been doing since you've moved on. Since you decided to say like, okay, well, you know, I'm cutting back from you. Because I feel like you're still kind of involved. Okay, so there still may be some grief when it comes to you, because I feel like overall you had some type of idea, you were wanting something to develop, and you're just seeing like, okay, well, it's just not going to happen. This person is very manipulative. They don't plan, they don't get things done. They say that they got all this work on it, but they're never actually getting things accomplished. They misuse their power, and whoever they, again, they try to go towards someone else. Whoever this is, it's gonna be a burden. Don't worry about it. They're not really a match either. They just don't see it as of yet. Okay, so don't stress about whoever they go towards next. So anything else that they're keeping secret, they just feel like they gotta invest in whoever they are long term. They gotta invest in some type of relationship. But again, something's gonna shake up, and then their confidence is gonna go out the door. They also may be having 2 different people that they're juggling right now. Is it 2 or 3? Par for 2. Par for 3. It's 3. They like to be out in the streets. They do, and it's gonna drag them into a hole quickly. And I feel like they already know it. Something else is that You don't know. Anything else he's not talking about? He's not talking about how he gets his pleasure, where his pleasure comes from, how he feels like, you know, he can't really grow in that area. Jeez Louise. Okay, so I'm not saying they're having a physical issue, but it's kind of like, oh, I was able to tempt or tease myself with this, that, and the third, right? But because I don't want to be labeled this, that, and the third, or just because I don't want to be seen as somebody who does this, I gotta leave it alone. So they be in their head, forbidden, I'm telling you. They be in their head about something, or, you know, whatever they did, or something that they saw, whatever the case may be, they got some kind of kink, right? Which is fine, but whatever it is, I don't think you want to get mixed up in this at all. I don't think you want to get mixed up in it at all. Okay, so take it for what it is. Just know that whatever it is, you're not really missing out on something. They got a whole lot that they need to work on. Okay, absolutely not. All right, let's go to your next question. Is he done with the third party? I feel like there's multiple people, to be honest. No, he just feels like the relationship is unstable. There's some type of like blocked or unrealistic expectations. They feel restricted, right? So it's kind of like, okay, well, I truly can't be telling all y'all the same thing, and then all y'all expect me to show up. So I gotta drop some of y'all, right? So he may have dropped one person or two people, and it's kind of like becoming unrealistic. There's some tension or separation that's going on, but it's kind of like at the same time they're still dibbling and dabbling. It's just what they do. They're not completely walking away from it. They also feel like they have an unrealistic expectation when it comes to love now. So it's kind of like, I don't really know if I really want to get married. Like, it is what it is, but look, it's like, I don't really give a damn. Like, I can, but emotionally I'm not, you know, dependent on it. But they holding that back to themselves because they feel like in order to get with someone who has some type of status, or who looks good, or who would give them a child, or who would again make them feel good, they got to open up. They got to be able to say, okay, well, this is what I want too. And they're lying. Okay, they get their happiness, they get their thrills, their joys out of doing things fast and just making moves, and, you know, having people uncertain, having people waiting on them, being able to come in and go out. That's what they like to do. They like to be deceitful. And unfortunately, it's kind of like, damn, like, why do you have to be like that? Like, you can literally just be this and that. You could be the knight shining armor, but you got to have all these illusions. Like, if you can just clear that up, and they don't want to. They just don't want to. And that's okay. You know, people can live their lives how they like. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to decide, okay, at this point, am I ready to change this? Do I want to match this person to be, you know, manipulative and shallow and smothering? And, you know, is this how I want my family and my kids to raise? Is this what I feel like success is? You got to decide for yourself. Okay? And if it don't align, you just got to move along. So I don't think that they fully left. They could have left the certain person that you knew about. Let's say it that way. They left the person that you knew as a third party, but they got other people in the background. Okay? Alright. Will he go back to living the same lifestyle? Will he go back to, if they get back together? Yes. Okay? They just waiting on you to decide. And at the moment that they feel like you can decide, then they gonna like, okay, well, yeah, this person does suffer worse. Like, it don't matter. This person is never going to decide. That's kind of their mentality. Like, at the moment that I say, or at the moment that you say, yeah, okay, boom, I got you. Now I got to lock you in to make sure I'm going to keep feeding you hope. I'm going to keep making sure we go on dates just so you can build your defenses. And then as soon as you drop them defenses, you're going to be in your head again. They know what they're doing. And they just kind of want you in this, like, dangling in place. But right now, they're feeling like, okay, well, I'll come in. I'll be honest. I'll tell you a little bit. You know, I'll give you the idea that, you know, I'm changing and that I'm sensitive now. And, you know, I done went and talked to the lady, or I talked to my mom, or, you know, I can get I talked to my child's other mom, or whatever the case may be. And we got some type of stability. We got something going on, and we're stable. And they're lying. They're lying. Okay? Or if they did get something, it was a rush job and it's going to be some type of issue popping up. You need to get away from it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's go into your topics. But before we do that, let's see how they feel about you. Let's see. You may be using something new. Like maybe you got something, I don't know, for Christmas or as a gift or just in general, and like it's gonna be like your first time using something. It's like, oh, I can finally use that blender, or I can finally use that machine, or I don't know. How does this person feel about you? Stagnation is here. They feel like they can suppress you, that it don't take long. It's like it's only a matter of time. Like I can just hold back and you're going to feel isolated. And at the moment that you feel isolated, I can come in and control it. They have a lot of envy. It's a whole lot of ego here. They feel like you're going to make a decision because you have some type of codependency on them. They do. And the only thing they have to do is kind of go quiet for a moment, or, you know, whatever. Go a little bit longer than what you're used to or comfortable with. And then you're not going to like the resistance and you're going to go towards them. They're waiting on it. They feel like you depend on their judgment, right? So it's like you can look really good, but you don't feel like you look really good until they tell you that you look good, or that's what they want. They want you to always depend on them for, you know, their final say so. It's not healthy at all. Okay, so that's how they feel about you. Let's see how they feel about this relationship. How do they feel about this relationship? It's toenails. It's toenail clippings. It's like, yeah, you know, it's something I gotta do. It's something that's maintenance. It's, you know, I can go chase it if I want to, or, you know, nausea. I mean, I may feel a little off. Then I'll stabilize. They make me feel better. I'll go to them. They'll put me on a pedestal. They'll make me feel like I'm the man of the world and whatever. And then I'll go back out and, you know, spend the money on everybody else. You're letting this person use you and they know it for sure. Okay. Alright, let's go into another general. Let's go into general. Whatever comes out. Okay. General message. You have an Aries or a Taurus that's around you. They're moving slowly. They're having some type of change of perspective, or they have a new vision. They see you in a new light, and they kind of want to come towards you. They feel like you are, you know, wanting to give your love to someone else, but they feel like they have something practical that can come towards you. Again, we got leaving the home. I feel like the person that you end up being with, you're going to end up moving with them. Or maybe you have some type of self-doubt about like going back to your hometown, or going back to wherever you're from, or it's like I don't really have any friends there, or I never really made a community there. I don't really see what's the point. But I feel like there's going to be some type of change. And I don't know necessarily if this is with your location or not, but I feel like there's going to be some type of turning point in your life. And once you surrender something, you decide to let, hopefully, this relationship go. And at that point that you do so, that's when things start to pick up for you. Like everything just happens, one thing at another, one thing at another. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I have a choice now. I have a choice in stability. I have a choice in who I want to deal with, or I have a choice in who I want to, you know, not deal with, where I want to work. It's like things starting to open up for you. You become stable. But at the point that you become stable, especially if this is financially, you are disappointed because you feel like, oh, well, I don't have anyone long term that I can celebrate this with. And then you start just looking for new ideas. You start exploring things that just kind of makes you happy, that kind of get you out of these emotions. This is when you run into this person. Okay. Let's see. What month? Okay. What month will this happen? Sagittarius season or Leo season. 9 to 5, 5 to 9. So you're definitely going to be doing something after work. 333 could be important. You could be seeing that. All right, let's keep going. General message, whatever comes out. You may find a friend at the gym. Like, just literally just a regular friend. If you have a pet, maybe you'll get outside, or you may need to change what they eat. If you get a pet, they're going to be very particular about what they eat. You may have some type of concern about what someone's watching. It's like when someone gets out the shower, or because I feel like y'all are still intertwined. You are the landlord. Y'all are still intertwined, even if they only come to your house once a week or whatever the case may be. And they get out the shower, you give them like room to kind of control themselves or do whatever they can do for themselves. But I feel like they're in the shower and they're in the bathroom watching things, and I don't know, because it's giving me control, caution. Like it is. I don't know. If they're trying to continue to sleep with you, you need to control this and be cautious about it. Heavy on the moving back in. Somebody is trying to come towards you for sure. And it's only for their own stability. I'm telling you, you're going to feel alienated in your own house. It's like, damn, when I didn't have nobody here, I can kind of just walk around, do what the fuck I want to. Now I feel like I got to stay in my room, or now I feel like, you know, this is their space, or it gets very claustrophobic. And they're trolling you to make you uncomfortable, so that way you can make yourself small. Also, something about turning your music up, or maybe there's someone around you in your parking lot, or someone that's moving in, and you're like, I wish they turned their music down, or I don't know, something with their music could be like loud, or maybe it's just yours. Be careful going on some type of road trip. You may either lose your phone, break your phone, or it's kind of like your phone goes dead and you're like, oh, I don't know where I'm going. I feel like I'm in this town. I don't really know. I can't really go up to somebody's house and ask them for no charger or whatever. I don't know. Something like that could be going on. So make sure you have an extra charger, or you got like a small battery pack for whatever reason. Make sure you got jumper cables, something like that. You may feel like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't have anybody to call. You may also, I don't know who your cell phone provider is, of course, but they may have some type of roadside assistance that you can add to your phone bill for like a couple of dollars, and they may help you for whatever reason if it's not already in your insurance. Okay, that was random. Okay. So, I feel like you feeling like you are alienated. You kind of sitting to yourself right now. Something's going to end. Okay, something's gonna end. You may meet somebody who you feel like is a little strange and or weird. Again, this could be a friend or somebody at the gym, or just someone that you do. It's like, let's say you go to Pilates or you go do yoga or whatever the case may be. You may meet someone there. You may either see cats around them. Y'all are both somewhere where you see a cat, or they have a cat. Something about a cat could be important. Maybe they have a toddler. Maybe that's somebody's name, like their name is like Catherine or whatever, and they go by Cat. Or maybe somebody's name is Katie, or they got a kid named something that's like associated with Cat. I don't know. All right. Anything else? I don't know if you're going to the gun range, or if you're wanting to get a taser. Maybe you're going to the movies and you're like, look, I want to make sure I'm safe. I want to make sure there ain't nobody around me. I feel like you'll be fine. You also could be waking up in the middle of the night. If you're having some type of dream, try to see if you can either voice record yourself about the dream, write it down, or there's something that's going on at nighttime that you should pay attention to. Again, somebody's going to come to you. They're going to give you a whole lot of bullshit. It's up to you to kind of get out of this deception. All right? You could definitely be going to the movies. It's giving horror movie Jason. It's also giving Freddy versus Jason. So, also be careful, because there also could be someone else that comes back to you that kind of ghosted you. They could be trying to come back. They toxic too. So, it's like, pick your poison or don't pick neither poison. You have the option to not to pick either. Okay? General message. Whatever comes out. All right, you're focusing on yourself. Okay, you may have some type of pent up anger you need to get out in, or just some type of energy that will help you release. Okay, maybe you feel like you did something to yourself, you hurt yourself, or whatever the case may be, but you can get out of it. You can heal yourself as well. Just reapproach yourself in a different way, right? So instead of like being angry at yourself that you made a decision, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna give you some type of compassion. I'm gonna love you, so that way we don't make the same decision again. So allow yourself to have some type of burden of tears. You know, understand that this is a karmic relationship, and it's gonna open you right up to your happiness. And right behind the happiness is the abundance. Okay. You may know somebody that's going through some type of physical pain. You may learn of this, or it's like, again, look, this is giving yoga. So maybe you really need to go to the gym or do some type of yoga. Somebody's been keeping some type of secrets about what's going on with their body or what they feel. You may hear about this. Something may about your birthday. Maybe you're seeing your birthday a lot on the clock or just randomly. I also got, you may know a Capricorn. I got Christmas time, 12/28, 12/25. Someone could be 32, 9, 21, 24, 1 or 16. Zip code, a lock screen number, a pin code. Somebody's going to ask you for some type of help. They're going to want you to forgive them for something that they said or did. They feel like they're facing karma right now, and they feel like you have some type of peace. Even if you feel like you're going through something, they want your love and affection. They want to mirror you. So it's like, okay, well, show me how you got to be this, you know, or whatever, and I want to follow your steps to it. But be careful, because you don't need to get entwined with somebody else's stuff, getting out of your own. Okay? Let's switch decks. Alright. General message, whatever comes out. Stability, okay? You shall keep going. You also may run into a feminine that wants to sleep with you. I don't know if you're into it, because I got transformations, and you kind of like, I don't know about that. I got, you know, I got my own little magic power that I like to utilize, and I like to do that with a hetero relationship. She may have somebody that wants to come in and sleep with you, the same sex. Okay. All right, so smile. Understand that you're going to have some type of inner peace. You will be able to have some type of vitality as well. Again, keep going, and stability is the name of the game for you. It's out here twice. Trust that this anxiety will go away. You will get some type of balance as well, as long as you stay poised with it. All right, be curious. All right, allow yourself to burst out of some type of change and just do something, you know, just for the fuck of it. I was finna say for the fun of it. And I literally just said for the fuck of it. That's what I mean. Like, just kind of be like, you know, shit, we'll just see. Look, as soon as I see that healing, let it be. Like, it's just like, well, whatever, fuck it. Whatever just happens, we'll just kind of go with the day. Yeah, and this is going to allow you to keep going into build into your own power. Literally, for what makes you feel good. This is going to have you deeply attached to yourself. Something about lemonade. I don't know if you're going to like a bonfire, or you're going somewhere and somebody's like, maybe it's like a festival or something, and they sell homemade lemonade, or you're going to like a, what do you call those things? Not a festival, like a carnival, or like a fair or something like that. Also, there's going to be some times where your confidence is going to be tested. Okay, especially when you get to that period where you're like, I'm not really sure. Continue to think big. Okay, I understand that you are sure. You do have your self-esteem. This is going to grow your courage and your self-esteem. You're going to go through the process of the change, and it's not going to feel good. Again, contemplation. So it's not going to always feel good, but it's going to teach you how to be flexible and tolerant, for sure. You're going to be coming to terms with yourself. Just allow the process to happen. I love this. I'm excited for you, because once you get to the other side, it's kind of like, oh, why was I even holding myself back from this? Like, this is great. I love it. All right, let's see. What was your next topic? Love. Let's go into love currently. I feel like we talked about it a little bit, but we'll go back into it. And I know this is current love, but we may go into a little bit of future love. Okay. Let's talk about your current love status. What's going on in your love life? All right. Are you going to get, I don't know if somebody's going to get fitted for something, or you need something altered. Like, oh, I just ripped this. I need a seamstress to either fix this, or there's something that you need to get altered when it comes to you wearing something or fitting into something. Maybe this is why you're going back to the gym. You're going to fit into something. All right. What's going on in your current love life? Drama. Somebody, and I feel like you already know that somebody's lying. You know that somebody's hiding the match. You know that someone's pretending. They play on your emotions. They play on your trigger on purpose for their own stability. It's like you guys are, you know, trying to have some type of home or whatever. But this person just, you know, runs. They like to play the game. They like to feel like the front runner up in everybody's life. It's like, why do you need so many people? They do. It's like they feel like they're the prize. They feel like oh, I should be the one that's crowned, or everybody should be waiting on me, and, you know, they can wait, or, you know, but whenever I'm ready to go somewhere, everybody got to be in a rush, or it's just a whole lot of contradictions. It's exhausting. Yeah. But it feels like you have some type of hope. It's romantic, but again, you're dealing with someone that you know is not up to par. I'll just say this. I don't want to call anybody a rat, but they're just not up to par. So it's going to be up to you to have some type of leap of faith when it comes to love. You are. But it just feels like, you know, from time to time, like, oh, well, we talk underneath the stars, or we do things at nighttime, and, you know, sometimes they do show their emotions, or they do see how I feel, and they do say that they understand, and they sit back and listen. Yeah, but that's only sometimes. When you actually can have somebody out here that does this all the time, and they want to actually help produce this relationship and grow with you. It's just up to you. It's up to you. Something about the gingerbread man could be important. I can't remember that movie. What is that, Shrek? I'm thinking of the movie Shrek. If you're not doing yoga, this could be like Pilates or something like that. But again, there's some temptation here. I definitely think it's time to pull back. It's gonna be a risk. You're gambling your destiny. You're gambling, you know, what you prefer, what you feel like is the ideal for you right now may not always be the ideal for you later, because I do think that you want to get married. I do think you want someone that's going to be committed to you. You just got to send this person on their way. You just got to. Okay? Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way. I can't think of who sing that song. A snitch gonna be a snitch. Oh, Lord. A hoe gonna be a hoe. Something. That's all you need to know. Ain't no way around it. Hold on, because now I want to go look at this real quick. So this is by DJ Drama, Future, T.I., and Big Boy. Which is crazy because I didn't think it was, I thought it was an older song. I mean, I guess it is. You may be forgetting how old you are. Like, damn, I actually am old. A player gonna be a player. This is who they are. Ain't no way around it. So maybe go listen to that song. Somebody could be sleeping with someone and they passed them to their friend, or they slept with someone and slept with their friend on purpose. It's messy. It's gonna be the end. You like, yeah, I gotta cut this shit off. You may find out. You may be finding out about that too. We'll go into what's hidden next. All right. Let's see. Let's go into future love. Let's say once you leave this person, once you get over in him, this new person. They're going to see you as the one. They're going to want to do sweet things for you. Like, it's simple as like giving you sweet notes for lunch. It's like, oh, okay, they send you a Cash App, but it's not just a Cash App. It's a really a nice letter to it. They really want to give into your heart. Yeah. They see you as someone that can kind of keep it chill and or play different roles. You can be practical. You can be loving. Like, it's giving new love, I'm telling you. Maybe y'all go somewhere where like a beach or somewhere where you feel like you can wear shades, or you kind of just sit back and have drinks or whatever. And you may not even be like a full alcoholic or alcoholic. Sorry, a full drinker. It's given like you like club soda or just something something in your water. You like fruit water or something like that. Yeah, they're definitely gonna be someone that supports you emotionally. This person could have a dog, or now I'm thinking about that movie Kangaroo Jack, and I haven't seen that movie in so long. I don't know. Maybe y'all watch an old movie or something on a date night or whatever the case may be, and then you sit back and reflect like, oh, okay, well, you know, maybe this works out. I don't know. Kangaroo Jack is on my mind. Alright, so that's what you got going on for love. New love and old love. Let's see what's hidden. I kind of want to go into some what's tea with that too. Let's see what's hidden. You don't see the fact that you're about to upgrade your lifestyle. Yeah, you're gonna get out of this toxic cycle because it came out in reverse. You're realizing that somebody that you're around is just trying to sabotage you romantically and long term. They got some type of outside involvement. They have some type of fear of personal issues and or intimacies, like they don't want to face their own trauma. I told you. Upgrading your era. You're going into your own aura. You're coming to who you are, and you're going to be unapologetic about it. It's like the time for you to struggle or the time for you to get out of something is over. It's like, okay, well, cool. I'm going to confront this. I'm going to be, you know, wildly aggressive. If you want me to be the villain in your story, then that's cool. I'll do that. But I'm not going to be into something that, you know, be boiling underneath the surface. You also could have some type of jealous colleague around you. Maybe they feel like you bring a lot of value and like, oh, well, this person will have a lot of success. So they're secretly trying to beat you at something. They may come and give you some type of peace offering. Or it's kind of like the coworker that never really talked to you before. It's kind of like hitting you up. It's like, oh, I just wanted to see how you were doing or checking on you, da-da-da. See what's going on in your future or what you were deciding to do or apply for a promotion or something like that. Or maybe they're congratulating you because you got one. Okay, if you haven't applied for it, go ahead and apply for it. You'll get it. And then they're like, okay, well, I'm applauding you or da-da-da-da, even though it's fake. You may not see that coming as well. When it comes to this person, what don't you see coming? What is hidden when it comes to? They got some private photos. I'm telling you, whatever they do when they in the bathroom by themselves, whenever they, you know, this ain't business. Because as soon as I see that, you see a whole lot of wood. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they got some behavior and unresolved theories going on that shows in their behavior. And let's say it that way. They also could be hiding how they have some type of trauma that was passed down through their family. They're starting to see the hard truths. It's like they're scrolling through TikTok and they're watching about like, oh, well, if you were beat as a kid or if you did this and a third, you know, this is how it affected your life kind of growing up, and they're seeing themselves in that situation. And this could be a cold and hard truth that's making them uncomfortable. So they don't really, look, they're crying. They don't really want to face the fact it's like, oh, well, they seen a video with a man talking to another man, like, okay, well, the reason why you feel like everything's at a distance is because you're doing this, or because you know, exaggerate your situation, or you do this and the third, and they could literally put themselves there. They feel like they were being called out, even though it was just like a regular video. And it feels like, okay, well, they don't know how they can get themselves back within reach of what they want. They could have gotten someone pregnant or tried to get someone pregnant. Yeah. Maybe they thought like, okay, well, I can go towards this person. I can get them pregnant, or I can be with them, and I'll just be good with them. I'll make sure that they're the person that, you know, I'm good to. But then behind the scenes, there was some type of drama going on with this. And it was the end of the situation because they had to burn some type of bridge. And now they're trying to be clingy and codependent. This is why they give you mixed signals. Is because they don't know who else that they can do this or who they're going to be with next. So they feel like you're the option that they go to in the meantime. So, just FYI. Let's see, is there anything else that's hidden? Anything else that's hidden? Okay, somebody is indulging in a bad habit. We're about to see who this is. They have either caught a case or they will catch a case. This could be a legal case, a medical case. There's something that's going to happen. Who is this person? This could be a Taurus or someone with the initial O, the initial W. Somebody may get hurt, or they just may have to start getting shots or something like that. What's hidden? Yeah, they know, or they will know. They'll know when their body's off. Remember when I said somebody can't grow something, or they can't get something together, they can't get themselves up? I think that they're going to know. And they may try to make you the person, oh, don't stay. They're going to try to make you hopeless, and they want you to suffer with them. This person's about to go through some type of depression. You need to completely reject this person. You don't need to tell them why. You don't need to have any type of remorse for them and or help them look for an explanation and or try to warn them. Somebody is already knowing, or they're going to know. And although it may be sad for you, it's going to put you at a risk at the point that you give them any type of help. Okay, they could have legal matters and they're worried about jail, or this is like a physical thing, and because of their ego is so fragile, they're not saying anything, they're just keeping it quiet. Which, if they do have a physical issue and they're keeping it quiet, that could lead to legal issues, because you can't do that, especially when you out here having little affairs. Okay, so slow down. Especially if people come to you, or if this person come to you with an offer, like, oh, let's do this, no. Okay? Also, make sure you're not randomly. Make sure you're not getting too many readings. Somebody may come towards you and see if you can do something for them. It's like you want to pay for a service for somebody else. Like, be careful when it comes to something doing something for somebody else. Because somehow you're going to get up in the hot seat. You're going to end up in there. Even if it's just attached to their karma. Be careful doing something for somebody else. Netflix and chill in reverse. I don't care about their apologies or how they come tell you like, oh, well, I wish I should have done this, or I wish I wouldn't have done this because I'm trapped. They only feel trapped based off of their consequences. At the point that they wasn't having any consequences, they were unbothered. They were never really going to change. And they feel like you have the time and the energy to run away now. And they just don't know how this is going to pull together. So the only best thing that they can do is kind of stagnate you. See if they can have you into this kind of conniving circle until you get your hands dirty. But I feel like you need to heal. You need to go do something. If this person hasn't caught it yet, they will. Okay? When will you know about this? We keep getting Leo and Sagittarius season. I just feel like this is going to be a pivotal time frame. And I feel like between Leo season and Sagittarius season is when the things are going to be pivotal for you. I keep seeing 333. Something about a Cancer or somebody that was born in July. They could have been born in a Pisces. Somebody could have been born in March as well. Somebody could be having a baby who's a Pisces. I really want to say just trust me on this, but I know that that's hard to say, but that's hard to ask for. But I just want you to trust yourself, okay? And at the moment that you're like, I don't really know. But then when you get ready to lay down and you feel like, let me get up. Get up. I don't care. Oh, I'm not feeling good. I don't care what kind of excuse. They don't even need to be there, to be honest. Please get up. Okay? You don't need to get caught up in no bad habits or nobody else's stuff. It's like cut the camera on, cut the light on. Let's see what's going on. It's like, let me get the flashlight. Let's look at everybody's body parts. Okay, something may look off if you actually look close enough. Confirmations. Let's go into confirmations, and then we'll wrap this up. Confirmations, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay. Just be careful. Confirmations. All right, we got unbothered out here. Is again, I feel like this is where you're going. You're going to start hydrating yourself, or you need to drink more water. Okay, set an alarm, setting a reminder, even if this is like, oh, I forgot to drink water, I forgot to get something done, I forgot to go to the gym. Set an alarm, set a reminder. Okay, it's something that you shouldn't do, not can't. What's something that you shouldn't do? Oh, excuse me. What's something that you shouldn't do? You shouldn't speak on somebody being sick. You shouldn't say anything about like, hey, I feel like you're going to get sick. You need to leave this person alone. I feel like you're going to try to save somebody from their own karma. You need to shift your focus. Okay? You don't need to get caught up in somebody else's sin. And look, I told you, candle work. It's like, I don't know if a Cancer. Is July Cancer? I think July may be a Cancer. Somebody that was born in July may be a Cancer. You don't need to try to help anybody. Somebody may ask you if you know somebody. You don't need to. Okay, this is a triggering relationship. I think you know this right now. Somebody wants to tell you that they see you as loving, but they haven't said anything so far. This even could just be a friend or somebody that you cut off. They also could envy you, so that's why you had to remove yourself. This could be a past coworker if this is not a friend. Okay. Someone with the initial S could be important. You may be getting a new Apple product. You may be replacing something, like you need your phone fixed. You need something, an iPad or iPencil or just something from an Apple product could be important. Okay, it's not the Gemini. If you had any type of question, something may seem unbearable, but you will be able to pull back or pull something back together. Your character will be seen. If this is you getting some type of candle work, it's going to be for end up for you, right? So it's not like, let's say you want to do a love candle or whatever, and you're wanting to help bring in the person that you want to bring towards you. It's actually going to make you more into a sweetheart. It's going to affect you versus the new person. All right. Focus on managing your money and your finances and just getting some type of stability. There's a new home and apartment out here. Congratulations. You're going to have to sit this one out. I'm telling you, when it comes to someone else's issue or what else holding them up or jamming them up, it just is what it is. You could be, speaking of jam, you could be running into some type of traffic or some type of traffic jam or something like that, so you may need to leave early when it comes to an appointment or just something you're trying to get accomplished. You may need to go to the nail salon or you're around a nail tech. Make sure you're not worrying about tomorrow. You do need to get started on something that you're kind of like, I'm not sure. You're procrastinating on at least a little bit, okay? Save more money, but you also need to check your email and your mail. There's something that's either coming for you or that you'll find in there. All right. Final confirmations. Final confirmations. You won't drop the ball. If you're scared to do something by yourself, if you're scared to like, oh, I don't know if I'll do something, I'm shy, I don't know if I'll meet someone else, you will. You could be celebrating an Aries, or who's after Aries? A Taurus? I think Taurus are next, or Gemini. Taurus. Gemini's like May. Something about a Gemini could be important. Don't be shy, okay? Because you're going to be blocking some chaos, and you don't need to, like, look, you can go. You don't need to be, I don't want to say you don't need to be nice about it, because it's always good to be nice. It's always good to be kind. But you don't have to explain yourself. You literally just need to dismiss someone. Let it go. This is how you block the chaos, okay? Someone in your industry or your company, I told you, you got like somebody that's like watching you, side-eyeing you. Now they want to come talk to you. Just dismiss them as quickly as they come, okay? You could be eating things or stuff that you know triggers your body or makes you feel uncomfortable, makes you feel constipated or whatever the case may be, and you still eating them. Pay attention to that, okay? You can be running into someone in public. Something is going slowly for a reason. Repair something as it breaks, not before. So don't be so in your head about how can I fix something before it even happens. Just see how it goes and go from there. Allow this change to happen. Again, something with your diet or how you eat could be important within the next few months. You do have marriage on the table, even if you don't see it right now. This does not mean you drop the ball on love.